Hey guys, in this video I want to go over this article from TCG Player about Pokemon Pocket and how it affected the Pokemon markets. Um, I think this article is pretty useful because it has some statistics and numbers that are kind of hard to get, and it summarizes some key points. I'm not really go into like whether or not it's accurate or not, like maybe a little bit, but that's not really the point of the article. Like literally, there's some like nice charts and graphs, and summarizations that I think are nice. Just a quick summary of Pokemon Pocket. It's this mobile app that lets you like open Pokemon packs. So some of the allure is kind of like it's an addictive Pokemon game. They do the typical things, make it so you have to log in every day to get free packs or whatever. And also like you start playing free, so you're like oh whatever. But then a lot of people end up paying for it, which makes it a little more addicting. Some of the benefits of it is also that it has cards that they don't release in real life. Like they're about to release a set called Shiny Reverie, which has like the Charizard. I don't know if I've ever even seen like a card that quite looks like that with that sort of shiny stuff. So yeah, they release sort of exclusive cards for the game instead of print them in real life. Um, but yeah, some of the graphs. So I'm not gonna let's not go in order fully, but let's just like one of the things that really is nice here is um sort of the summarization of what type of cards are doing the best. So if you look over here, there's this table that illustration rare Pokemon cards are spiking in 2025, and this is something that like I kind of already saw, but this sort of just confirms it. When I in my singles manipulation videos, like I would note that like a lot of the illustration rares are doing quite well, and this kind of just supports it. I would see like other cards like get pumped, like people will buy like a larger volume than normal on a certain day and hope the price goes up. Um, but it seems like the illustration rares like we did the best. And over here, you see over here like average 76%, median 57% increase from January to February 17th. Illustration rares like it's quite different. You see like it's only like 20% or like 11%, like or 12%. So it's a huge difference. And then like ultra rares are like a little behind, but like not that much behind. And then after that, like um yeah, there's ace specs, and then double rares or hyper rares don't really have much. Like hyper rares do really really bad actually, um, and so it's just really nice to see this like data kind of like actually like take it and like I think they actually did crunch the numbers for this. Um, Another thing with this article is let's see what else. So there's this table talking about how like Pokemon Pocket the when it was released on this day. I'm gonna shrink this. Control minus so this one, I don't really know how legit this graph is to be honest, because this is just these dollar amounts aren't really that high. It's talking about how like sealed products, the rate of increase kind of increased. So like starting around that's probably around October slash November December 2024. That's when Pokemon Pocket was released, and you see like um the increase in sealed product like the appreciation pretty much shifted like higher than normal. You see like this graph. The this axis kind of confuses me because these dollar amounts are really low. It's like saying, okay, so like it's like say a booster box went up like 250. It's kind of how I'm reading it. I don't think that's necessarily what they're going for. I don't know if this should actually be like one times, like two times, or something like that. But like you definitely see like some change, but I'm a little iffy on this graph. What I did like is how it kind of summarizes why Pokemon prices, like what people are saying is causing all the prices and stuff to increase. So there's scalpers, influencers, live sellers, like rip and shippers, small retailers, big retailers, distributors, fans of FOMO, and Pokemon Company. I think this is a really great summary, to be honest. So there's scalpers who are people who will buy up all the products and put it on secondary market to resell at a higher price. Like imagine going to Target, cleaning it out, Costco, cleaning it out, buy MSRP and selling it for market price, which is like double. There's influencers, I guess that includes me, who they're like saying, "Oh, this card goes up a lot," and that'll create like a sort of FOMO effect. Um, Live sellers, a lot of these are on Whatnot, eBay, Live, whatever, and a lot of these like whip and shippers, like they'll open the packs. Um, and you'll kind of resell it on a platform. There are small retailers, which are kind of like usually LGSs. They'll sell above MSRP, like a lot of people get from distribution, at least at the beginning. Like you could get like a prismatic ETB example for let's say $30, 35. You can sell it for 50, but instead of selling 50, you sell it for like the market price, which is like 100, and that'll supposedly inflate prices. Big retailers. sometimes will sell. It's saying that big retailers, by selling at MSRP, big retailers like Walmart or whatever, will facilitate scalping. Like it pretty much gives the scalpers a way to buy a product and get prices. So I guess it's kind of connecting those. Distributors, the people who are between Pokemon Company and like the people who actually sell the product to us. Um, they get the product, and there's some theories of them holding product back to whatever, but pretty much like distributors have some effect of it as well. And I have heard like it is, I don't know about holding back products, but I have heard distributors to jack up prices to, and so like they definitely get a good piece of the pie of the money. Fans of FOMO, like ultimately someone has to buy this, so um, fans who currently want the latest thing, like they'll just pay. Okay, prismatic needs to be at like 150. I have the money. I'm just gonna buy. I want open prismatic. I don't really care. And the Pokemon Company finally by not printing enough, then they create artificial scarcity and stuff. And honestly, some of their tactics don't always help either. Like they the marketing is like, they keep releasing the sets right before another set's released. Like let me explain that. Like when Prismatic was about to be released, like the week before, they released them joining together to keep you in the FOMO train. I think they did the same thing with Prismatic. Like before Surgery Express was released, they released some Prismatic stuff. They haven't fully done it for Destined Rivals and joining together, but yeah, there's some amount of like, hey, that seems pretty intentional, man. Um, I'm not really here to say which one is the most important, but yeah, these are kind of a good summary of a lot of the factors people are talking about. And talking about how there definitely is a change because even though 151's hot now, like the 151 was not selling that well like after release day. This is a nice graph of going after release day and going like, hey, 4 days after release day, 151 ETBs were barely selling above MSRP, um, versus like Prismatic was selling like way above MSRP before release day, and even like after release day, it's still usually well above $100. So it's definitely like something has changed the sentiment, and like so you can't just say, hey, they're just printing better cards because no, 151 is it's pretty old by now actually. Um, and so yeah, they're trying to make a claim that like Pocket is correlated when the bull market started. Like I guess the timing does kind of fit, and this is like an actual graph of like how much money is being spent on Pocket. That's also nice to know. It's like, okay, does this actually cost a lot of money? And honestly, it's not too bad. Like, oh wow, that's millions. Like in the first month, it was, I don't know, like it's hard to kind of tell. Let's just say that's between 5 and 10 million. Second month, $200 million are being poured into Pocket alone. And third month, let's say 170. It's a little hard to tell. 170 million. In the fourth month of January, it's about like 90 million. So it's definitely a lot of money. And I guess it's not big of a stretch to say some people who play the game are gonna want to buy real Pokemon cards. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Like, I don't usually talk about Pokemon Pocket. I made like one or two videos on it, but yeah, I think this really is a good summarization. Especially this. This is just great. This is like great support for um, seeing which cards are actually doing really well in the market. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.